Welcome. You have reached review time with Imperial. Today's review will be Bad Times at the El Royale. Let's get into it. So this movie is a very different type of movie. Um, kind of is a lot of things going all over the place. It's one of the movies that shows you one thing and then it later goes back to something else to give you the backstory, shows you another thing, gives you the backstory, comes back, goes back and forth from past and current, past and current, past and current. So it shows up. The cast, you have Jeff Bridges. He plays his father Daniel. The people that you remember, Chris Hemsworth. He plays as Billy Lee. He really doesn't come into like the last 40 minutes of the movie, 30 minutes of the movie. Dakota Johnson, um, and Cynthia Erivo. I never seen her in another movie, so she plays as like Darlene Sweet. So let's get into it pretty much. So what happens in the movie? All these people start to arrive at this hotel, and the scene of the hotel, the scene of this movie is like back in the day, and they all starting to arrive at this hotel one by one at different times, and as they're arriving at the hotel is like it used to be, I guess, a very busy hotel back in the day, but it slowed up. So when the movie first comes on, it shows some guy gets in the hotel and he pulls up the floor in the hotel, and after he pulls up the floor in the hotel, he is killed, and he puts something in the floor of the hotel. So when he put something in the floor of the hotel, he put everything back. Somebody came and killed him or whatever, and he died. And so fast forward to current, all these different people are showing up with their own agendas to this hotel, whatever they got going on in their own lives. So you don't know who's who, but what you discover is that one of the men who's there, John Hamm, the actor John Hamm, his character's like Seymour or something, and he pretty much, his character is like an undercover cop, and or he works with the FBI because he contacts like Hoover, the president, telling them pretty much that he's here with all these people. So he this hotel is like a pervert type hotel because they have it where they got mirrors in each room, but the mirrors, like, the person who's in the room just can look at the mirror, but behind, just like the cops have, they can see through what's going on in the room and stuff like that. So he discovers that. So he's seeing what everybody's doing in their rooms or whatever. So Jeff Bridges' character, the father, he has a backstory too. So everybody got a backstory on why they ended up at this place. So the cop's backstory is pretty much he's here to investigate the hotel or whatever. And he's here to investigate the hotel. He can see what's going on in everybody's room. So he discovers that one of the females that checked into the hotel, she has a woman tied up. So he doesn't know the full story behind that. Of course, she has a backstory too. So, but all you see is when he contacts his people. His people pretty much saying they're looking for a surveillance tape of something. And the surveillance tape, he like, yo, don't let nobody out of there till you get that surveillance tape. So his mission is he went in, everybody had a car, he dysfunctioned their car, and so they wouldn't be able to leave. And so now his mission is to see what's up with this female that has the person chained up. He goes in there, dresses her, um, hits her on the ground, but then the girl gets the shotgun and pretty much shoot and kills him. But keep in mind, when she shot through the glass of the mirror, and that's how she discovered, okay, this is a two-way mirror or whatever. So when she did that, she heard like a moan, like as if she hit somebody behind a mirror. So fast forward, now you see the Darlene Sweet, her character. Her backstory is she's a professional singer. She sings with a group, and she has, if that's her singing on this movie, she has uh, an amazing voice, and she was killing it on singing on here. So her backstory, she's a singer looking for opportunities, and she's traveling to different places to, pursue her singing career. And that's how she ended up at the hotel Royale place. Now, when she was speaking with the preacher, she seen that the preacher was trying to roofie her, and she clocked the priest in the head or whatever. So she tried to leave, but in the process of her leaving, the cop had dysfunctioned all the cars, and then she seen when the cop got killed by the girls in the room. So from there, it shows the priest, his backstory, where he robbed the bank, and the person he robbed the bank with, he told them take the money and hide the money. Meanwhile, he gonna take the cops on a car chase. So pretty much, he took the cops on a car chase, and he got caught, but they wasn't looking for the dude. So the dude, he the one who took the money in the floor, and then he got killed. They never say who killed him, but he got killed or whatever after he hid the money. So the priest couldn't remember what room they hid the money in. So, but he didn't know it was at that hotel. So he was coming back after he got out of jail 10 years later to retrieve the money. Come to find out, the money's in the room where Darlene's in, but he doesn't know that at the time. He knows in one of the rooms. So he figures out that after he was clumped in the head, that the person who runs this whole building runs it by himself. He figures out through him that they have two-way mirrors, and he tells him there must be footage. You must have kept some footage of things you didn't see here. And the dude finally admits, yeah, I did. So he said, where's the footage? So he's looking for this particular tape, that is stuff on the tape or whatever, incriminating stuff on the tape. So while the dude who runs the place tell him where the tapes are, the dude who's running the place, he's watching where the cop is getting into it with the girl who has the person chained up in the chair. And so the priest tells him, hey man, back away from that mirror. Boom. So that's when it shows the girl shoot the cop, and he was the person that got shot behind the mirror. Meanwhile, the priest dipped off. And so she snatches the dude. So she had a bird shot with the shotgun. So she ties him up. So he's not dead yet, but he got shot up in the face. Meanwhile, you find out that the person she had tied in the chair wasn't somebody she kept, wasn't somebody she, it's her sister. And they was in a cult. And uh, they was in a cult, and she kidnapped her sister from the cult so they could get away. But then when the sister got free, she called the cult people and told them where she was at. So now the cult people's on their way. In walks Chris Hemsworth. Now he doesn't show up till like the last 40, 30 minutes of the movie. So this movie was crazy. It was all over the place. A lot of back and forth. Man, just by me telling you all this is exhausting, you know? I would just say, without going back and forth and all that, if you stayed long enough to watch the whole movie, it really overall wasn't a bad movie. It just was a lot back and forth and a lot going on. So it wasn't really a bad movie though. I seen worse, and just a lot back and forth. And I cut off just enough that either from this point you would be intrigued to watch it, or from this point you could say, man, I could do without seeing that. One of those movies that you definitely could wait till it hits cable. What you bored one night or whatever, and you watch it, you be like, okay. But it's not a movie theater movie. Other than that, that's as much as I'm gonna give you on the review and the 4-star rating system. I'm gonna give this movie 1.5. 1.5 out of 4 stars. 1.5. Teeter into a 2, but I'm gonna stay with the 1.5. 1.5 out of 4 stars. Subscribe and like, share the video, comment if you actually watched this film, and tell me what you thought about it. Other than that, stay tuned to the next time. If you do subscribe, make sure your notification button is on so you can get the reviews when I upload them. Until next time, stay tuned.